Hey everybody, what's up? It's Joel, aka The Daily Guru, and it's time for another edition of Something Old, Something New. Today for Something Old, we're going to check out one of the most addictively phenomenal records ever made. It's 1976 and Parliament's Mothership Connection. When it comes to the true giants of music and musical innovation, there may be no other that's on the same level as Uncle Jam himself, George Clinton. And there's no question that this record stands as one of, if not, his finest musical achievement. Though many are unaware, Mothership Connection is actually an odd, loose concept album where George Clinton took his long-standing love for the Star Trek series and combined it with this idea of African Americans in space. To say that the album cover itself is almost as iconic as the music inside of it goes without saying, and every moment of this album is the true definition of space funk. All across the album you'll find some of the most heavily sampled songs of all time, and that in itself is a testament to the quality found end to end. The musical lineup on Mothership Connection is absolutely phenomenal, and you'll find everyone from Fred Wesley to Maceo Parker to the Brecker Brothers to Bernie Worrell and so many other icons of music. And on top of that, you have the guitar duo of Eddie Hazel and Michael Hampton, as well as the bass playing of none other than Bootsy Collins. So in some ways, that makes it a bit less surprising to experience the extraordinary musical performances found on every second of this album. It's the way that George Clinton arranges the instrumentation and the vocals, creating a complete musical and artistic experience that sets Mothership Connection so far beyond other albums. And in the end, you can easily argue that without Mothership Connection, a number of musical styles would have never existed. And yet at the same time, this record is one of the most enjoyably addictive albums ever made. So if this album doesn't already have a prominent place in your collection, go give it another spin, or 10. Thank me later. Today for Something New, we're going to check out the brand new release from Slash, and it's called Apocalyptic Love. The moment this record begins, it instantly grabs you, as Slash sounds as good as ever, and his tone is still unmistakable. However, both the tone and mood are rather quickly derailed due to the vocals because they're so far in front of the mix. On the flip side of that, the good thing is that for this solo release, Slash decided to stick with one singer, so it gives the record more consistency and continuity than his previous solo work. Unfortunately for some people, that singer happens to be Myles Kennedy, and he's the sort of singer you can easily argue either you're gonna love or hate. There's no in between. To tell you the truth, going into listening to this record, I was recalling an interview Slash did a couple months ago where he said the songs on this record were going to be very, very heavy in their sound. And to be honest, I think he may have forgotten what that actually means, because these songs on the whole are very tame and controlled compared to what we know he's capable of. Don't get me wrong, these songs are good musically, but they lack that edge, that darkness that really defines Slash as a guitar player. He and his band just seem to really play it safe throughout the entire album, and for me at least, that's a big letdown because it's more late period Aerosmith than it's really good hard rock or anything resembling heavy. Along with this, a number of the songs just go on too long. There's a fine line between rocking out and jamming and just being repetitive and boring. And in most cases on this album, the songs end up in the latter of the two. In the end, I can't say that Apocalyptic Love is a bad record because it's not bad. It's just not very good. So on the bite or borrow it, it's a borrow it if you're into Slash, and it's a bin it for everybody else. So that's what I got for you guys today. I hope you dug it. If you did, go ahead and click subscribe, leave a comment, click like, whatever you want to do. Remember that if you leave a comment here or you share this video via my Facebook page, you're automatically entered into a contest to win at least 4 of the albums I recommend at the end of the month. If you want to email me, you can do that at thedailyguru@gmail.com, and check out my website where every single day I talk about the greatest music of all time at thedailyguru.net. You can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Tumblr right here, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow.